7 Baseball, Game7Baseball.com. And today, joining us on the Game 7, I don't know if it's a wrap-up, but we're doing a fall preview here with Mr. Dave Penning. Dave up in Game 7 Baseball North, as we like to call it, right?
That's right.
And I know, folks, it's Game 7 Baseball North, and there's a lot of football helmets up there. I see a couple of Rams helmets there. Who you got there, Dave? What do you got there behind you?
Oh, that one on the wall is Jalen Ramsey, Kurt Warner as well. Can't go wrong with Kurt.
No, he's a dude. I see the Arizona Cardinals. Is that Larry Fitzgerald?
No, that's my old-time favorite, Roger Worley. That just goes to show my age.
Oh, no way. That's Roger Worley?
Yes, sir.
That's killer. I love Roger Worley, man. He was a great safety.
Yeah, one of my favorites back in the day.
Oh, my
When we were
goodness.
here in St. Louis.
That's back to the old Jim Hart days, right?
That's really showing our age, Brian. We better stop while we're ahead.
I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, the St. Louis Cardinals. Gosh, that's back in the day. Well, there you go. All right. Dave, what's going on with Game 7 baseball, buddy?
Oxymoron, our downtime is our busy time. So we've been working the phones and emails and visiting parks and signing contracts for the 2025 season. And amongst all that is we're right in the thick of fall ball. So it's been busy.
That's right. You finished up. You had a nice, easy one to start off, the fall appreciation. You had a 4-team 10U round robin, which was nice. Looked like everybody had some fun, right?
Yeah, it's a cool little format because when you get in with, like we're faced with again this weekend, there's just so many other venues going on for multi-sport athletes, which we encourage, by the way. Even though we're a baseball company, we encourage that. Lots of soccer schedules and football schedules to deal with. Wreaks havoc on the schedule, but we did the best we can, and sometimes we, I guess, quote unquote, overlook some requests, but some requests are just not requestable.
But right. I like what you did here, though. Because I love this. It was 4 teams. You did a one-day event. Everybody played 3 games. It's fall ball. You're just playing baseball, right?
Yeah, and you saw all 3 opponents, so it was a good little round robin format, and I think we changed it. And thanks to the folks that are participated in that, by the way, because I think we rescheduled it like 4 and 5 times. Initially started out with 5 teams and one had to drop, so we called and said, "Hey, would you rather do it one day?" Everybody was like, "Yeah, let's do it one day. Let's do it on Sunday." So we put it on Sunday. Then some people forgot they had some prior engagements on Sunday, so we switched it back to Saturday. Good times, but it worked out. Well. The weather was nice, so.
It was. On Saturday evening, we were out at the St. Louis Youth Sports Outreach 4th annual Cops versus Kids Home Run Derby. It was a lot of fun. That's been 4 years now that has been just a fun event, Dave.
Yeah, that was a great crowd out there on Sunday. I think last year, the year prior to this, there was a big country concert in town and kind of took away from some of the things. But I tell you what, Brian, I met Billy. We were a little late in that parade. I was going to give him some shirts to throw out along the way, and I got stuck in that thing. Man, that was a big parade.
It was. I think what Billy said in that, I think it was 40 cars in that parade.
That was long.
Oh, man. You had the Game 7 truck there, didn't you?
Sure,
You have to get it all stickered up now, man, to roll it around.
We were going to pull the trailer out there, but we had to have it out there for the tournament.
Right.
That tournament they're going on, so.
Yeah, there you go. But it was a lot of fun. Of course, we had another young lady, Grace Alexander, take home the kids' trophy. Another young lady who put some great swings, 20-plus home runs every round. It was impressive.
Yeah, it really was. A couple left-handers from the boys' side too. I thought they were going to make it there this year, but they fell up just one short. If you remember, heck, the semifinals would come down to the literally last swing.
Yes.
So it was a good competition. The crowd was phenomenal out there. A lot of people out there, and good weather, good times, and the officers, they put on a show. I think the gentleman who took it for the officers, a couple of them baseballs are still flying.
Yeah, Jacob Root, man, he hit some bombs.
Yes, he did.
Because I know Mitch was sitting there. He's hoping he was hitting them out of the park, folks. He was. I mean, we have a 200-foot fence because we're just having fun. But Jacob Root was hitting them out of the ballpark at ABC Ballpark. Which he was hitting some probably 375, 380, I would imagine.
I was going to say, if we're going on distance alone, hands down, he's the winner because his home runs were quote unquote no doubters.
Boy, that ain't no lie. But it was a lot of fun. Always a great time. Billy got in the dunk tank. They auctioned him off, though, I will say that. Oh, which is always fun. But it was a good time.
Always a good time when you have Billy and his gang involved with something.
Absolutely. And so, these are the things that to me are just a great time. It's good for the community. I'm sure we're going to be back out there again next year and having some fun. It's something I know Game 7 baseball, when we first started, we did this that first year. It was kind of like, what do we, it's, kind of threw it all together. But, it's really, I think it's a great way. I look at it kind of as end of the summer season. It's a great way to just kind of celebrate the end of the summer season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a great way to tie the brands together as well, because throughout the year we're offering the Super 7 award, and along with that, we're scouring and looking for the home run derby contestants in the Game 7 event. So, and I promise this year, ladies and gentlemen, next year I'll have my mic on for the first round.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Oh, mercy. That was, I didn't know. I found out after the event. I was like, nobody heard Dave for the first round. I'm like, oh, great.
Hey, it's probably better off though.
Oh, hey, that's live TV, baby. Live TV. Sometimes it just doesn't go right. Oh, well. And we're live right here today. There you go. More live stuff.
Sir.
That's what I like about sometimes this. It's fun. We're here. We're talking baseball. Dave, softball. Can you fill in the folks here? We're talking softball.
Hey, you know how we are, Brian. Dave and I, we listen to our customers, and they have siblings, and then some of them are on the female side, and they're like, when is Game 7 going to come out with some softball? So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You heard it here first on YBM. We will offer some softball in 2025. Details with all that good stuff, location, pricing, what organization we're teaming up with to be coming here shortly. We're finalizing all the red tape, if you will, with that. And it'll be at least one a month, so we'll have at least 4 of them.
That's awesome. Now, is it going to be in the summertime as well, or is it different? I don't know how softball works. Difference in the seasons and things of that nature?
Well, in the high school, it's we're so close to Missouri. I'm sorry, to Illinois, whereas Illinois and Missouri when you get to high school, they play on opposite sides of the year, which, like right now in the fall, I guess it's called, you have, I think it's the Missouri side, and then in spring, summer, you've got the Illinois side playing when the boys baseball is going on. So we kind of have to watch our scheduling during that, but they've been doing this for years. So we're going to team up with an organization that knows what's going on, been around for a while, recognized. And when we get all our information squared away and contract signed, we'll announce who we're teaming up with.
And we've been talking about that for quite some time, and a lot of people have asked us, Youth Baseball Midwest, when we've, what do you're going to talk about? I think it's a great opportunity for us to kind of start looking at that side of it, because softball's big, man. These ladies, and we're seeing it the last 2 years. Emma Smith, now Grace Alexander, both these young ladies winning the home run derby. Softball's a big sport.
Yeah, it is. Like I alluded to earlier, Brian, is a lot of these coaches have daughters as well that they coach their baseball and softball team. So we're going to try to incorporate an event, a big Game 7 baseball, softball branded event on the same weekend, maybe sometimes even at the same park. So,
very good. That's awesome. There you go. So I'm looking forward to that. And folks, honestly, Dave emailed me this morning. And when I was talking about that, it just kind of was like, oh, this is a great segue. And I thought that was absolutely so cool. We're gonna see that softball coming to fruition. Dave, this coming weekend, got some more stuff happening out at the WAC. Fall turf tournament, 11U, 13U. You got 3 teams in the 13U. So you're doing another kind of round robin on both Saturday and Sunday, or is this going to a championship kind of thought process?
Saturday and Sunday both. Another reason why the 11th, I'm sorry, the 13s. There's 5 teams in there. We're gonna give everybody 4 games. So I mean, you'll see 4 different teams. You're gonna play 2. Well, a couple have football conflicts, so we're playing them early. 1 game on Saturday morning, so they can get out and go to their football game. And then in efforts to get their full 4 games in, we had to play 2 teams, 3 games on Sunday. So another challenge, but hey, no hill for a climber. Get that done. And then the following weekend, we have a nice slate. I think we got 10 11s and some more 13. So that'll be back to our original format to where you do 2 pool into a single elimination.
I'm just waiting for the day, kind of like doing the Deion Sanders thing where you see the helicopter come flying in at the WAC and the kids get on the helicopter and fly over to their football game.
Yeah, it's challenging, but hey, I get it. That's what, multi-sport athletes, good for them. That's awesome. And we do our best to try to accommodate it, but sometimes we cannot, however. But it's a challenge for the most part, but hey, that's what we're here for. We'll help work through it.
Absolutely. No, I think it's great. It's fantastic. A little baseball in the morning, a little football in the afternoon, or vice versa. You got some football. I think it might be a little tougher with the football in the morning, though. You might have a few more bumps and bruises.
Well, it's really tough when the football game's scheduled at noon, so therefore you're severely handcuffed. I mean, they got to have ample time to get there and warm up, and then, yeah, that's a challenge. But, hey, we'll figure it out.
Absolutely. So, and you got some teams coming in here. You got on that 13U side, the Knights Gold. That's from Jeff City, Columbia area, coming over to play. A couple of Midwest Rebels teams, Rawlings Tigers, and the U.S. National Men. I'm Coach Horn. I think that's used to be the Midwest Futures, and I think they've joined in with the U.S. Nationals now as well, from what I saw. So Coach Horn got his 13U squad there. So good round of baseball here. It'll be interesting to see. And I always like that.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Dan.
I'm sorry. Yeah, and then the following week, which would be the 14th to the 15th, there's a nice full slate of teams. And it starts to ramp up after this weekend. I get it early stages, a little short on teams. But, as this year progresses, as the fall season goes on, you can see the numbers starting to ramp up. And the Branson numbers are looking really good as well that are coming in October. So,
very good. Oh, heck yeah. 21 teams in that following week, 14th and 15th. That's good, solid. Wow. You got 11 teams at the 11U. That's huge.
Yeah. And then take a look at what Jody just keeps continuing to knock it out of the park in the fall. I think the one during Halloween, I think she's up to almost 100 teams, which is outstanding for fall.
I'm seeing that, 51 here, 48, 38 in this one here, 67 in this coming weekend she's got this weekend.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing, too, because Tennessee, there's football going on everywhere and whatnot, but that shows you still how big baseball is in Tennessee. And I want to do this, Dave, as we're going. We've talked with Game 7. We're setting up for our winter workout tour. And we got our schedule set and ready to go. We're going to be traveling back to Tennessee. Looking forward to going down and seeing some groups down there, talking more and continuing to see what's going on down in Tennessee. I think it's a great market, and it shows right there. We're going to be down in Springfield. I'm looking forward to this one, Dave, down in Springfield, Missouri. Southwest area. You guys have been in, Branson now for quite some time. Up at Max Creek, it's going very well. Those tournaments are doing very well for you guys. We're going to be visiting the Nixa Baseball Club. We're going to be visiting the Willard Baseball Club down there, the youth side of those organizations, because it's a kind of an interesting thing, with these guys and their feeder clubs going into high school and these programs, Nixa and Willard, their high school programs are very successful. And I think it's an interesting mode. It's different than St. Louis. So getting that look at those clubs and what they're doing in those markets, I think is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, as Brian, you follow, you do the show for the high school group there, and so it's really cool when you see these guys come and play the Game 7 tournaments on the youth level, and 2 or 3 years down the road, you're broadcasting the game live, and you're saying, "Hey, I recognize this name and recognize this kid. I saw him playing Game 7 tournaments." So yeah, it's pretty cool because they do a great job with their feeder programs down there. That's for sure.
Absolutely. And we're going to be back out in the Midwest, in the middle part of the state, Columbia over to Kansas City again. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be some more meet and greets, right?
Yes, that goes over well. Who doesn't like free stuff?
And that's what's cool. So, if you're watching and be looking out, we're going to be releasing this schedule. We're going to get this out to you as quickly as possible because we want to get all these folks out to talk, to chat, get to know Dave and Dave. They're there personally talking to everybody, sharing information. You give away a free tournament every one of these. At least you did last year, so I don't know that you're going to change that this year, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, that's the same thing. It's worth it to us because, like Dave and I, we get out there, we try to meet everyone out there at different parks and whatnot, but we really enjoy just sitting down face to face and talking with our clientele, our customers, our friends, our coaches that we respect and we appreciate. So it's a good time to get away and go sit down and spend some one-on-one time with them after the meetings are, completed, and we have our question and answer session. We sit down and we'll talk all night. You know that. You've been with us. We've stayed there many nights lately.
Well, and I think it's good because, we had that in Tennessee because, as the national directors, you were there in Tennessee and people asking questions. You guys were very transparent. And I think it's a great opportunity for coaches to ask questions of you guys. What's going on? What's the next step? Hey, if you got an issue with the rules, what's happening? And it comes right from the horse's mouth. I think that's a great opportunity for coaches to come to these events, to these meet and greets. And if you've got questions, that's a great opportunity, Dave.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what we're all about. We listen. We're not dictators. If it makes sense and the change can be made, we'll do it. However, there's some that doesn't really fit our program and the direction that we're trying to go, but we'll still listen to you. But yeah, that's where we get a lot of our ideas and business models and plans is from our customers. So we listen, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So be looking for that. We'll get the schedule out. Winter Workout Tour 2025 coming up, sponsored by Game 7 Baseball. We appreciate our partnership with Game 7 Baseball. We're looking forward to the upcoming season. there's a lot of great stuff. Some softball coming up. Stay tuned, folks. More, and more. We're going to have Dave on. We'll be doing this every Tuesday. I'm sure Dave, he's throwing his pen at me. He goes, I got more for you, Brian.
More. The league. We're going to incorporate another day into the league out there. Last year we didn't get it out in time because simply for the mere fact was we didn't know if the complex was going to be completed. But the guys, the contractors, had that baby up and running a month before they told us. So this year we're going to do either Tuesday and Wednesday or Wednesday and Thursday league out there in Warrenton. Our great partner Nicole out there she's agreed to open up another night for us and combine on a league. So it'll be a Tuesday and Wednesday or a Wednesday and Thursday. We just got to iron out those fine details, but we will offer a league out there in Warrenton this year along with every weekend event.
That's awesome. There you go, folks. There's a lot of great stuff happening like that. That's why we love to have this show on here. It's a Game 7 baseball wrap-up. It kind of in the fall, we do it a little different. It's just continuing to bring information. It's great that we get Mr. Penning on here to talk about it, what's going on, keep you informed. So make sure, take a moment, hit the subscribe button right down there. Hit that dinger next to it. It's not a run scored, but it sure is a notification for upcoming episodes so you can score more runs at the ballpark with Game 7 baseball. You like that, Dave?
Love it. That was very good.
Next week, if we get to next week, we got to get back on here. We've been planning on doing this. We want to talk about the points,
Yes.
the awards. So we'll get that out to everybody because the 2024 points are done. This year, 2025 points are starting to accumulate right now, correct?
That is correct. You're all over it.
There you go. So more you play, the more points you get. A lot of rewards at the end of this. We're gonna hand out some rewards here and talk to some of the folks. National points winner. We'll try and get on the show here in the next little bit and hand out some prizes.
Sounds good to me, Brian. Once again, appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure. Folks, thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you got some fall ball to play, check out game7baseball.com. Go to the WAC. Got one down at Ballparks of America this year, correct? Branson?
Yes.
And so some great fall tournaments. If you got some times, you got a team together, get some swings in. These guys will get you taken care of. Game7baseball.com. As always, appreciate everybody. Everybody have a great day in the Lord. All you pitchers, Dave, give it to them.
Throw strikes.
I love it. Hitters, hit them where they ain't.